Subsequently, this is a record of a jail where people have come to rebuke themselves for their offenses. Anyway, might they at any point bear this? Regardless, when the film starts, numerous people give their gatherings, in which they determine what their personality is and what obligation they have come here for. In these, we also meet Prem Puen, who is the lead character of this film. She came here to rebuke himself like each and every other individual, since she expects she is responsible for the death of a young person. Preceding coming here, she was a model expert. She had facilitated a whole show on the absurd kind of animals. She had made a lot of animal models, which were particularly unsafe. Besides, this is the very thing she furthermore invited her darling. His kid incidentally got those figures so seriously while playing that the sharp hands of his models were cut in his eye, because of which he was killed there. That is, he died. Prem Puen felt at risk for his downfall in light of the fact that he wouldn't set a prevention before these sharp figures. As of now in this jail, she has reached to rebuke herself anyway, without knowing its dangers and results. Here her level mate is Zaman. Zaman is a mathematician, and the obsession with math has wiped out his work, family, everything. Since some time back, another condition had inspired an emotional response, which he had wasted quite a while in handling, but he really couldn't settle it. He demands that Prem Puen settle this condition. The condition was, what will be the underbase of -1? Prem Puen couldn't handle it. He thought it was incredibly troublesome. Besides, he was after this inconceivable thing. To reduce the whimsical and hunch to him. He in like manner came here. By and by could we meet the master who drives this whole relationship, for instance this jail. In spite of the way that, who made this jail has not been told as of now, in any case, this master herself is a prisoner. Additionally, it has a whole assembling. This jail is a Zenith Noir jail, which has more than 362 stories. Reliably, food starts getting from the most significant level. Additionally, the chief floor is viewed as 1 equals food transport starts from the chief floor. Then, at that point, on the second, third, and so forth. The master social occasion, who are called allies, they take care that the food shows up at the prisoners on each floor. However, in this jail, there are sure people who can't muster enough willpower to care about others. Besides, thusly, when they show up at the 100th floor, the food is done. Additionally, people on the lower floors need to remain essentially voracious. People who could never have thought often less about others' food, their social event is called beasts. People on the lower floors are outstandingly unfeeling. They can do anything for their food. They can kill anyone. Besides, the desperate people on the lower floors, they generally starve to death. As of now, another interesting thing here is that the master of this spot not simply takes care that everyone gets comparable food, nonetheless, he, by the day's end, doesn't eat for a month. Likewise, when he will fail miserably, he endeavors to deal with his meat to people on the lower floors so they don't starve to death. Moreover, if a person from the ally pack doesn't keep his rule, people either kill him or give him a very horrible discipline. Before coming here, everyone was asked simply something single. What is their main food? From there on out, as long as they expected to stay here, they wanted to get only that food. For sure, just people living here could exchange. In the event that they would have rather not eaten anything, they would exchange with their level mates. Moreover, this was simply possible while people living higher up would permit them to have their food. People living on the upper floors would keep an eye out for the lower floors. Besides, expecting anyone endeavor to challenge their rule. On the other hand, endeavor to eat someone else's food. Then, they would be rebuked. In the discipline, either their hand was cut. Then again they were killed. Also, if someone passes on in this jail, then, their food isn't allowed to be given to some other person. Their food is wasted here, actually. Exactly when Pramp 1 came here, he got stage 24. Because of which, he used to get a lot of food. However, every month, this jail used to reset. People on the upper stages used to go down. Besides, people on the lower stages used to go up. Everyone used to get another stage. Additionally, when he went to the 174th floor, he started getting close to no food. Furthermore, shockingly, here, the allies used to compel rules on them that you want to leave a piece of your food, with the objective that people on the lower stages can eat. Oftentimes, people who might have rather not done their food jail, the devotees used to tell them that it's just plain obvious, you will in like manner get when you will go to the lower floors. Furthermore, expecting you think, no one else contemplated you. Furthermore, no one saved sustenance for you. Then you can pass on. The devotees sorted out this, yet not the beasts. The savages used to eat others' food also. Likewise, like this, most of the compensations of the devotees were lost. Yet again anyway, by and by the opportunity had arrived to move furthermore, every one people's establishment were changed in the jail. Trump won and the world got this time the 185th stage. Where for food, in case they could get a plate to lick, that was in like manner dejection. They consumed 20 days here, starving. 10 days were still left to be moved. Also, these people couldn't trust that moving all the same. Who knows, as opposed to getting back to the upper stages. These people would go to the lower stages. The craving would worsen things. The food couldn't get through this any longer. His condition was decaying bit by bit. That is the explanation he decided to pass on here. Additionally, set on fire. While the consuming pieces of his body went to the lower stages, these people thought nothing that this was a human body. They as of late ate. The body had recently been scorched. It was cooked for them. Likewise, to keep themselves alive, the prisoners down there ate the tissue of the body to fill their stomachs. After the body left, Trump found another level mate whose hand had proactively been cut since he had exceeded a law of the Allies in which he was not to fault. Here, the corpses of the dead were thrown by and large. He had as of late filled the stomach of another anxious man with the corpse of the dead. Additionally, the person who had eaten that tissue, his eyes were taken out and he was furthermore killed. As of now these people were talking that a food lift had preceded them. Fortunately, a lot of food had preceded them today since their predetermination had changed as a result of the shift of the jail. Also, people above them were devotees who used to save sustenance for people underneath. This food was something different for them. In any case, who can say without a doubt the way that people under would deal with this food while going down? Additionally, whether food was left for people of the last stage. As of now Trump picks with him that the two of them will go down with the lift to defend this food. Additionally, guarantee that everyone gets food. Despite the way that he understand that his new master had been picked. Who requirements to defend this food. As of now when the new master found out, he might have managed without it using any and all means. Trump and his mate told him that people ought to make an appearance for food security. If any savage smacks this food while going down, then, at that point, the others can pass on from hunger. As of now somehow the master coincides with him. Besides, these people go down with several extra people. Likewise, presume that these people will fight the savages and kill them. This fight was especially dangerous. Everyone slapped each other with the goal that they are wild. Additionally, by and by they will snack each other. However, this time the Allies didn't give up, besides, squashed the savages with their fortitude since the animals were relatively few. Each one people who had come from the lower floors had figured out the longing and the excited people. This time the supporters were more. Moreover, it was very simple for them to conquer various savages. However, something horrendous that happened to Pompon and his mate was that their floor was 51. In any case, since of this fight, those people couldn't get back to their floor. Likewise, slowed down on the lower floors where essentially nothing still needed to be eaten. Here Pompon's companion told him you can unwind, there is an exit from here. Exactly when the stage shifts, then, a gas is spread, which makes everyone rest. Additionally, if someone doesn't rest considering this gas, then he can win concerning leaving. By and by they expected to cut it for just one more month. They were remaining by fretfully for the hour of moving. However, before that, the Allies decided to repel them since they had exceeded the laws of the devotees. Furthermore, left their floor. By and by because Pompon's companion had upset the rules of the Allies for the resulting time, he wants to kill him in his discipline. While these people tie Pompon genuinely moreover, cut his hand. Pompon's companion is connected to the police base camp table. Likewise, delivered off the lower floors where people were energetic for a really long time. They annihilate his body. Pompon was uncommonly dispirited by the death of that young woman. This time she was on the 72nd stage. Additionally, her level mate was an older individual, who similarly had a cutting edge. Pompon takes the cutting edge from him, since now his mind was in like manner running another arrangement. She as of now expected to get back at the adherents, instead of the savages, who got her hand and her companion from her. Notwithstanding the way that they were working successfully, she at present felt more like a savage than an ally. Whether or not he took someone's food, basically he didn't take anyone's life there of psyche of guidelines. She as of now takes her old pal. Moreover, goes to various floors with the food lift. The savage degrees present there come to fight the Allies. Likewise, gather a couple of gathering. Likewise, make their social occasion more prominent. At the point when the food is done, these people show up at the adherents' establishment. At the point when they show up at there, Pompon detailed the contention. Everyone present here felt that this war was for food. However, genuinely, this was not a fight for food, however, a fight for an open door. Pompon by and by expected to escape from here. People here neglect to recollect humanity and attack each other. Someone tortures someone with a cutting edge. Likewise, someone tortures someone with something else. Whoever came in his way, he used that thing and killed his adversary. Various savages passed on and various allies too. Finally, Pompon was gotten by the supporters. Finally, he started a contention against the allies. How did things end up? He yells to the savages for help. Nevertheless, when no savage came to help him, he helped himself. He got a significant sharp edge additionally, cut the master of the adherents in the stomach. He killed him. Boundless people had died. Yet again by and by, when the food lift started moving, the dead begun to tumble down with it. Consequently the excited people underneath got food. Close by this lift. Pompon furthermore showed up at the 331st stage, where it was staggeringly difficult to breathe in or stay alive. There was a pile of bodies here. Here, Pompon finds a youngster who was depleting from his head. She saves this youngster. Since she had heard that it is straightforward for youngsters to stay alive here. Young people are given food here. Young people furthermore go to the upper stages. Regardless, when these children grow up, they capitulate to this whole battle for food. Pompon as of now expected to go up with that youngster, however, the lift expected to go down 2 stories first. Furthermore, thereafter go up. At the point when the lift shows up at the last floor, there is an unsettling influence here. The enthusiastic people here had smelled something after various years. Maybe it was the smell of individuals, however, they didn't think about something other than food. They in like manner thought individuals were their food. It was not some time previously that people would pursue these two and eat them. Clearly Pompon endeavored to leave, however, she floundered genuinely. She can never leave. Additionally, by basically getting her here, this film closes here.